Hello everyone, I am Game Walkthroughs 22, back with another video, and I'm doing a quick video on a trade that I did with this guy BoosterBoxBuster. He made a video showing what I traded him, and now I'm going to show what he traded me. So basically, we made a trade for some of my doubles of Tech Deck dudes for some of his loose Yu-Gi-Oh figures. And these were all ones that I needed, and he never had any Tech Deck dudes before, but he said that they looked cool and he wanted to have some of them. So that's what we did. We swapped, and I just got these guys yesterday. And I'm starting a little collection of my own of the Yu-Gi-Oh! 2-inch figures by Mattel. Now, to be honest, I'm not really a huge fan of Mattel's Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff because, quite frankly, most of it is pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. I used to really love it as a kid, but as I've gotten older, I realize now that there's so many, maybe not so many, but there's better Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures out there, not necessarily of the monsters, but just like mainly Yu-Gi and Kaiba. I really wish that there were more Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures that were good, but most of what we have is kind of crap, in my opinion. What I'm mainly talking about is the 6-inch figures. I do collect those well, but for the most part, they're not very good. And yes, I know they came out in the 2000s, but, you know, I mean, like, some of the other lines that Mattel did, like, they did figures for Toy Story 2, which that was really the first year. Actually, no, the first year they had the Toy Story license was 1998, and they've had the license ever since, which they've had the license now for 23 years, and they're still making new Toy Story stuff to this day, which is pretty impressive. I didn't realize they had the line that long. And then also, I'm getting off topic, but also Thinkway Toys, they have the license for Toy Story as well. They've been doing it since 1995, since the first Toy Story came out. So, and they're still, actually, I think they're not really doing a whole lot of stuff now because most of the stuff they did recently was for Toy Story 4. But since the Toy Story 4 promotion is over now, they've kind of been kind of quiet with Toy Story merchandise. Like, I could be wrong, but I think the last Toy Story products they released were actually, I'm not sure because a lot of it came out at the same time, but I know the last Toy Story products I think they came out with were in 2019, so it's been a couple years. But the reason I brought up Toy Story 2 is because comparing those to the 6-inch figures, now of course those are not the best figures either, but I feel like they put more effort into those figures, the action figures I'm talking about. Actually, I kind of hesitate to call them action figures because they don't have a whole lot of articulation, but I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like some of the Toy Story 2 figures look better than a lot of the 6-inch Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures. And like I said, I do have some of those, and I will probably do a collection video on those sometime. I only have 7 at the moment, but I do plan on trying to get as many as I can. I'm not going to be able to get every single one because there are some that are quite expensive nowadays and pretty hard to find, but I'll try to get as many of those as I can. The only reason I'm collecting them is because they're nostalgic to me, because I used to have a 6-inch Garuzis and a Rocket Warrior. Those were the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Action figures I had as a kid, and unfortunately I don't know what happened to those. They probably got lost over the years, or probably sold them at a garage sale or something. I don't know. I was a dumb kid. I gave my stuff away when I shouldn't have. and then I only had one of the 2-inch Yu-Gi-Oh figures as a kid. The only one I had was, I had Yugi, this version of Yugi. He's from Series 2. I actually have this guy also new in the package as well. So, yeah. Anyway, I think I've talked enough about Mattel. I said I was gonna make this video quick, but it's probably not gonna be as quick as I thought it was gonna be. It's probably meant to be like a 10-minute video at least. But these are all the ones that BoosterBoxBuster gave me. And if you haven't already done so, you should check out his channel and subscribe to him because he's pretty cool. He does a lot of different videos, but the videos that I really like watching on his channel are whenever he covers the 2-inch Yu-Gi-Oh figures, because it's interesting to see, like, you know, what they look like, and it's kind of a better way to view them than looking at them on eBay, because he like gives like a close-up of them. He has them all sealed as well, which is pretty impressive, because he's a mint and box collector and I'm a loose collector, so I try to have everything out of the box. Or I try to collect things, you know, that are used. I do leave some things in the box, but for the most part, I'm a loose collector, so yeah. Anyway, these are all the ones that I have. You've kind of already seen them all, but I will give you guys a close-up of them. So there's a total of 23 here. 8 of these I already had, and 15 of these are new. There's actually 3 more in there that are actually sealed. I'll show you guys those in just a sec. First I'm going to show you guys the ones that I've had for quite some time now. So as you can see, I got Yugi, and I have, there's 3 different versions of Yugi. This is the one where he has the Starship brace, the Starship glove. It's really hard to see. I apologize, my camera is not very good. I apologize, you can't really see him. I need to have like better recording equipment. But yeah, there's Yugi. You can see he's holding some cards. He's in a pretty iconic pose. Also, you'll probably notice that these all have, well, not all of them, but some of them have like bases, and that's because these all came with these holographic cards that are like made of plastic, and some of them have pegs on them. You can actually stick the figures on the cards. So if you want to display them that way, you can. I usually don't use the cards, though. I have some of the cards. I don't have every single one because, to be honest, I don't really care about the cards that much. So they're cool, though, but I just don't really care for them. And then here we have Pegasus. There's 2 different versions of Pegasus. There's a black one, and there's a red one. This is the red one. This one's pretty common. Both of these are pretty common. Yugi here is probably the most common one you could find. He's all over eBay. You type in Yu-Gi-Oh figures 2002 or like Yu-Gi-Oh Mattel, tons of these Yugis will pop up. So, and then we have My Valentine. Again, I apologize, you guys can't see these very well. You can see they put a good amount of detail in these for these being so small. This one is harder to come by because this is the only My Valentine figure that we have, aside from, there's also this Yu-Gi-Oh board game, which I want to get. I'm actually surprised I never had that as a kid, but I want to get that. And there are, they do include game pieces of Yugi, Kaiba, My Valentine, and Joey, I want to say. Maybe it was I think it was Joey. So like 4 of the duelists, or the 4 main duelists, I guess you could say. And they're like little like figurines, but I wouldn't count that. So really, this is the only My Valentine figure that exists. And she's not the easiest to find, and she's kind of expensive too, so I'm very lucky to have her. Because in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Line, they didn't give a lot of whole representation to female characters, so that's why she's hard to find. And then we have Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is the regular version. There's two other versions that one is Bone, and the other one is Metal. Yeah, the other one's Metal. So this is the regular Blue Eyes. And you can see he's a little more white than he should be. He should be, actually, I can never tell. They always, for every Blue Eyes figure I've seen, they always have a different shade of blue. So here is Winged Dragon Guardian the Fortress, and there's another version that is translucent. And I don't know if I'm gonna get any of the variants, but I'm gonna try to get like as many of the the different characters as I can, the different monsters, and the duelists that I'm missing. But like the 6-inch figures, I'm not gonna be able to get every single one because there are quite a few that are a pain in the ass to find, or just really expensive. So, but Blue Eyes White Dragon, and actually Blue Eyes White Dragon is, he's kind of hard. Well, actually, he's kind of easy to find, but he is a little more expensive because, I mean, everybody likes Blue Eyes White Dragon, so. And the Winged Dragon Guardian the Fortress is pretty easy to come by, so if you're looking for that one, you should be able to find it rather easily. Then we have Hercules Beetle, and he is, he's... Actually, I'm going to stop saying if these are easy or hard to find, because you can just go on eBay and type in, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures Mattel, or, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures 2002, 2003, 2004, and you can pretty much find out for yourself how rare or how common some of these figures are. And this one has a hard time standing up, so I'm going to lean him on my keyboard. Then we have Harpy's Pet Dragon. And there's only one variant, there's only one version of Hercules Beetle and one version of Harpy's Pet Dragon. Then we have Hitatsumi Giant. I believe there's only one version of him, and he's pretty cool looking. I don't think he appears quite as he does in the first episode of the anime, because I could be wrong, but I think I remember him actually being naked and not having this like cloth on him. But I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen the first episode, so I could be wrong. And I don't have his card either, so I couldn't really tell you, but then we have Crass Clown. And then we have Legend, the Mystical Genie of the Lamp. This is a pretty cool one. Some of these guys, I'm not quite sure why they made monsters of them. Some of these just seem really random, but they pretty much did monsters of everybody that appeared in the anime, even if they only appeared for like 30 seconds. Then we have Winged Dragon of Ra, and he looks pretty neat. And we have Sword Stalker, and Sword Dragon, or Sword Arm of Dragon, Rude Kaiser, Baby Dragon, Garuzus, and Dark Chimera. And I don't really know a whole lot about this guy, because I probably haven't seen enough of the anime to know which episode this guy appeared in. But, yeah, some of these guys I didn't even know existed until I saw that there were figures of them. We have Toon Summoned Skull. And there's another version of Toon Summoned Skull, and he is translucent. And then we have one of my favorites, Time Wizard. I've always loved Time Wizard. And then finally, we have Thousand Dragon, which he is also pretty cool. And that is my collection of the 2-inch figures. And I just said now some of the ones that I'm still looking for are the regular Summoned Skull, the purple translucent Dark Magician, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Oh, shoot, I almost forgot. I'm about to show you guys these, I'm sorry. So like I said, I have 3 figures that are sealed, and I do plan on opening these, because none of these are rare. So we also have Red Eyes Black Dragon, another one of my favorites, but I'm not a huge fan of this figure, because his mouth is so skinny. I don't know, this guy looks kind of weird. And then we also have Kaiba. We have one of the 2 versions of Kaiba. Oh, I forgot to mention, there is 2 other versions of Red Eyes. There is also a metallic version, I believe. And then there is also, him in a different pose, I believe. I actually made a list of all of the figures in this line, so I could, like, briefly tell you all the figures that were made, if you guys are curious. And then we also have the other Pegasus. And the other Kaiba that they made was, he's wearing white, which is also the figure that they made a Figma of. That's the version they chose to make a Figma of. And speaking of the Figmas, I really want to get all 3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Figmas. I plan on getting Yugi, like, as soon as I can, because I was going to get him last year, but then I decided to get the Twilight Princess Link Figma. I got him for a good price, though, in the box. I don't think he was complete. I think he was missing a few of his hands, but for the price I got him for, I wasn't complaining. So it was either between that or the Figma Yugi, and of course I chose that. And then I find out a year later that they re-release the Twilight Princess Link. I'm like, are you fucking serious? So, yeah. But here is a complete list of all of the figures they did. So Series 1 is Blue Eyes White Dragon, Celtic Guardian, Dark Magician, Exodia, Kaiba, Pegasus, Summoned Skull, Tristan, Yugi, and Joey. Series 2, Curse of Dragon, Flame Swordsman, Guy the Fierce Knight, My Valentine, Pegasus in red, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Rude Kaiser, Summoned Skull, that's translucent, Time Wizard, and another Yugi. It's a different Yugi, though. Series 3, Baby Dragon, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Catapult Turtle, Giant Soldier of Stone, Mammoth Graveyard, Pendulum Machine, Soggy the Dark Clown, Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress #1, and then 2 different versions of Yugi's grandpa. There's one that is the one that is in color, and then the other one is a translucent blue. It almost looks like his soul, which is actually pretty cool. Series 4, Beaver Warrior, Blackluster Soldier, Flame Swordsman in metallic, Harpy's Pet Dragon, Reaper of the Cards, Slot Machine, Sword Arm of Dragon, and Toon Summoned Skull. And Series 5, Black Skull Dragon, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, Dragon Piper, Gate Guardian, Launcher Spider, Merrick, or Marik, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, Relinquished, Swordstalker, the Masked Beast of Guardius, and Legend the Mystical Genie the Lamp. Series 6, Crass Clown, Garuzis, Great Moth, Hercules Beetle, Judgeman, Megazowler, Rabbit Horseman, Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, Two-Headed King Rex, and then Yugi with a dual disc. Series 7, Armored Zombie, Barox, Dark Sage, Feral Imp, Grappler, Kaiba in White, Killer Needle, Metal Guardian, Mystic Horseman, and Pumpkin the King of Ghosts. Series 8, Clown Zombie, Dark Rabbit, Fiend Kraken, Hitatsumi Giant, Horn Imp, Kairyu-Shin, King of Yami Makai, Obelisk the Tormentor, Slifer the Sky Dragon, and the Winged Dragon of Ra. Series 9, Basic Insect, Battle Warrior, Blue Eyes White Dragon, that is translucent, I think. Flame Swordsman, that's translucent, Harpy Lady, Karibo, Summon Skull, that is translucent, purple and blue, and he's also in a different pose. And actually, I really like this one. Unfortunately, this one is kind of hard to find. Winged Dragon guarding the Fortress #1 in translucent. Series 10, Dark Magic Curtain, Magician of Arcana, and Red Eyes Black Dragon in metallic. Series 11, Alligator Sword, Amphibian Beast, Beast of Gilfer, Cyber Rider, Fortress Whale, Humanoid Wormdrake, Panther Warrior, Rocket Warrior, Skull Dice, and Stone Statue of the Aztecs. Series 12, Baphomet, Graceful Dice, Humanoid Slime, Lord of Dragons, Ninja Akusa, Reflect Bounder, Swordsman of Landstar, the Earl of Demise, and Toonvorce Raider. Series 13, The Winged Dragon of Ra, Translucent, Big Shield Gardna, Jack's Knight, King's Knight, Little Wingard, and Queen's Knight. Series 14, Alpha the Magnet Warrior, Blade Knight, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, Translucent, I think it's Makura the Destructor, Toon Summon Skull, Translucent, X Head Cannon, and Z Metal Caterpillar. There's also a Series 15 as well, but I believe they're all repeats. Like, there's no like new variants or anything. They're just all repeats of past series. And then there's also 3 packs as well, which have some exclusive figures. We have Exodia in metallic, Guy the Fierce Knight in metallic, Thousand Dragon, Exodia Translucent, Dark Magician Translucent Purple, Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician Translucent Green, Magical Hats Metallic, Doll of Demise, the Flute of Summoning Dragon, Buster Blader Bone, Blue Eyes White Dragon Bone, Legendary Fisherman, Jinzo, Obelisk the Tormentor Translucent, Buster Blader, that's the colored version, and then Obelisk the Tormentor in Bone. So that's a total of 138 figures. So I got quite a ways to go. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to get every single one because a lot of them are just really expensive, and some of them are really hard to find. But these are the ones I have so far. Again, I want to thank BoosterBoxBuster for sending me these, and he said he'd let me know if he had any more, if he get any more doubles in the future. I said to hit me up, and I also told him that if he wants any more of my doubles of Technic dudes, that I would give him those. Yeah, that's really about it. So this video went on a lot longer than I thought. But if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out BoosterBoxBuster's channel and subscribe to him. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll see you guys for the next video, which is going to be a review on the Resaurus Jet Pack Crash. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out. Thanks for watching.